Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, December the 1st, 2022. Thursday, December the 1st. Well, today's episode was but what I want to talk about is one of my predictions is already starting to happen, but I want to get into Brooklyn. Brooklyn calls Dante over frantically. Here's this letter. And this is for the review board. I want you personally take it over there. I could have emailed it, but I'm giving it to you because I want you to take it over there. And Dante has it in his hand and he's just looking at her. And he said, Brooklyn, I tried to get you to do this letter weeks ago. I know, I've been busy. There's other things I had to do. So she goes, but you could take it now. One second here. You could take it now. And he goes, Brooklyn, it's too late. Their meeting started 15 minutes ago. They won't even accept this. What does Brooklyn do? Well, no, I'll go with you. No, I can make it right. I'll make up a story as to why I'm late, but no, and he goes, no, Brooklyn, no making up a story. Chase would not even want you trying to get his badge reinstated on some kind of lie. No. And he said, why didn't you just get it done? Well, I was busy. Something. And he's like, what was so important? She couldn't come up with it. So she finally had to come clean. She was selfish. Period. Right? Had Dante not told Chase, she would have let the time, like she had already said, no, we need to still work on your career. And then once we get my songs back from Link, then we'll do the review board. I'll do the letter. See, she didn't even care. So they had a good little chit chat. And you know what? Good for you, Brooklyn. Good for you. So the prediction that I was talking about was, I said, okay, now that frees up Chase to be with who? To be with Sasha. I think Chase would be good for Sasha, right? They met up at the park, because Nina decided to volunteer Sasha to head the decorating committee of the park. And, there were volunteers. She didn't have to do it, herself, but she just volunteered for this, right? And so she's like, I'm hoping the volunteers show up, but they did have volunteers showing up, right? Thank goodness. Because Nina left, and Chase happened to walk by, and Chase doesn't have a job, right? So he volunteers to help her. And she's like, really? And so they're talking, and he ended up telling her how Brooklyn and he and Brooklyn broke up, and she told her what she did. And the one thing he wanted the most, she didn't even help him with, because she felt I should be a singer. And then Sasha reminded him, isn't it interesting? We felt that we needed to get out of the way to let Michael and Willow win custody of Wiley. We decided their lives for them, right? We didn't even give them a choice. And so she's like, is there any way, Brooklyn probably decided you're going to be better as a singer. But he's like, that's not her choice to make. And she goes, nor was it our choice. She goes, so what I'm just saying is this. You should understand sometimes the choices people make for others, because we didn't. We had the best intentions at heart. Maybe Brooklyn did too. Well, guess what? No, she didn't. No, she didn't have the best intentions at heart, because the best intentions at heart was, you know what? Make Chase a singer right now, because there was no hope of him getting back in the force just yet. But as soon as you were made aware that there was a way he could get his dream back, She should have backed him. She should have. And she didn't. So good. Yeah. I'm hoping Brooklyn gets to live with her consequences. I'm hoping. Okay, so now we have a new danger coming into Port Charles. These dangers are called the Pikeman Security Group. They want to move some product. And isn't it funny? We never know what products, probably some illegal Gucci bags, some products through Sonny's shipping lanes, because Sonny owns that ocean, right? He owns that. Everything coming through there he's got his stamp on it, right? So Valentine was the go-between. I guess he truly slipped Victor's grips, and now he's go-between from another organization of dangerous folks that he's been go-between for before, right? Look, when Anna's away, Valentino get into some dangerous stuff, illegal stuff, right? But he's just delivering a message. So Sonny tells him, well, you know what? No, I'm not interested in working with anybody. And Valentina's like, well, if you're not an ally, they're gonna consider you a liability. And Sonny's like, okay, so what's that supposed to mean? Am I supposed to consider this a threat? And he's like, no, I'm not threatening anybody. I'm just delivering a message. I'm just telling you, they're going to go somewhere else. And they're still going to accomplish their goals, but they just may want you now out the way. Just think about it. So as soon as Valentine leaves, Sonny gets on the phone to Britt and says, I need you to find out everything about Pikeman Security Group. So we're getting ready to now see whatever new threat is getting ready to come into Port Charles. And you know what? Let's get some excitement, because I guess they decided the Hook killings were not interesting enough. They're already bringing in a new threat, and we haven't even solved the old threat. I don't understand what's up with that. It's like, okay, tie something up, please, before you bring in something else. Goodness gracious, General Hospital. So now we have Jocelyn. She's changing her major to pre-med. She wants to be a doctor because, she doesn't want to be vulnerable like she was, not knowing what to do, when Dex was injured, and, she needed the antibiotics and she didn't know how to get them, and this, that, and the other. Well, my whole thing is, come on, Jocelyn, you need to think about it. And like Carly said, what, you want to be a doctor so you can be prepared to take care of Dex anytime he gets hurt? No, like Dex with Ava. Dex has medical training. He was why I didn't know what to do with Ava. She would have died if Dex hadn't come, right? I don't want to be helpless anymore. And so Carly's like, honey, I'd be proud of you if you decide you want to be pre-med, you want to be a doctor, but that takes years and years of commitment. You need to stop and think, is this what I want my life, what I want to do with my life? Or is this trying to get you to dive into something so you don't think about your true feelings for Dex? Because Carly sees it and she's pretty much letting, you got feelings for him. But what about Cam? You need to be honest with Cam, right? So Jocelyn is no, I want to help people. I want to do this. And I'm thinking, okay, we can use another doctor, because unfortunately Kiki's young life was cut way too short. I did not like the way they had Ryan Chamberlain killed Kiki. She had just made, in her residency. Oh, come on now, right? Ugh. Anyway, I don't want to think about that. So now we have Michael brings Dex his phone, and Dex ends up telling him the whole truth. What happened? I came there because I was shot, hoping you could help me, get me some help. But you weren't. He goes, but I wasn't home. He goes, no, you weren't. And Jocelyn was. And Jocelyn patched me up, and, And then he told him, and your mother got antibiotics when I was running a high fever. And he goes, and my mom's involved. He goes, they do not know why I got shot. They don't know. They just know I got shot working for Sonny. And so he goes, yeah, but he goes, and I don't even know how Jocelyn got me to her dorm room. And he goes, you could have told Jocelyn our whole plan if you were delirious. He goes, I don't think I did. And he goes, but you don't know. He goes, has Jocelyn come and said anything to you? And Michael's like, no. He goes, and she doesn't know. And Michael's like, yeah, look, because if Jocelyn knew anything, she would not hesitate to come and talk to me and see me and call, talk to me about it. So he goes, okay. He goes, but I don't like my mother involved. He goes, I don't either, but it happened that way. And he goes, and see, Michael knows it was to save Anna. So either you're on board with Anna Devane, a lifelong family member, Sonny helping her, or you're not. Because had it been Jason, he said he was going to break out, or even your mama, because she's done some things that could have got her sent up, but she went to Shady Brook instead. You would help. So anyway, Michael wasn't mad at Dex, he just said, okay, and he left. Well, now, remember I said that Nina left Sasha with all this to do. You want to know where Nina goes? Straight to Willow's house. Now, before she got there, Willow had come from another chemo appointment, and now they're finally really starting to show us the chemo is taking a toll on her. She's looking like it, right? So Michael, put the blanket over her, and he was going to stay. She goes, no, go to work. I do not want this disrupting your day. I'm going to just be laying here resting. Go to work. So he does. And who comes knocking on the door? Willow sleeping, the banging on the door. So she gets up. She finally gets herself to the door. If Nina had a brain in her head, okay, and I know there's some Nina fans out there, but if you open the door, let's say you're Nina, and Willow opened the door looking the way she was looking, what would come through your mind? Oh, shoot, she's not looking good. She could be a little sick, right? But no, not Nina. Can I come in? Willow should have told her no. She should have flat out said, I am not feeling well. No, you can't come in. What do you want? So she lets her in, and Willow's like, look, for one, Wiley's not here. Well, that's why I know he's not here. That's why I'm here, so that he won't be confused and see me and then not, and whatever. So she tells her about Sasha. And I want you to go help Sasha at my whole thing is, how dare you? How dare you come to me, and I don't even like you, because you started rumors about me, to tell me what I need to do with my day, right? And so Willow says, let me get this straight. So you took on this project to decorate the park, or this portion of the park. You did. And then you decided to volunteer Sasha to head it up without even talking to Sasha first. Well, yeah, because I felt she needed to do this. This was going to make her, I felt it was all about what I felt Nina felt Sasha should do. And Willow's like, no, and now you're coming over here telling me what I should do. Yeah, you should be a friend. And as a friend, you have Sasha's had it rough. You have everything. You have the perfect life. You have a son. You have Michael. You're living on this estate. You have time to just have shed eye. And this is Nina. So Sasha, you deserve to do something for Sasha. You have a baby on the way. And I'm thinking, oh, so I should feel, my whole thing is, so Willow should feel bad? No, Nina, You could clearly see she's not looking well, and Nina just had to be Nina. You know, Willow, you are just selfish. Selfish. Now, what you got to say about that? Nina is the worst. She is a instigator. She loves to get in people's face, cat fight. She loves that. And the funniest thing is she really loves talking down to Willow, loves it. And so finally, Willow just couldn't take it anymore. And she yelled about, just shut up. I mean, she would just, her hands up, like, I want to pull your hair out of your head, Nina. You lie on me. You try to make it like I'm having an affair. She goes, I didn't lie on you. You said I was having an affair with TJ. You lied on me. And she goes, well, yeah, I did say that. But look, I apologized. Willow should have said, I don't accept it, and I'm never gonna accept it. And you want to know where your apology can go? You want to know that? Okay? So don't say you apologize to me ever again, because I don't accept it. Nina, right? So Nina's like, and when I apologized, you said drop dead. Oh my goodness gracious. She is in Willow's house. She came there. She's the one harassing Willow. And when she goes to Sunny, I just thought that Willow should want to help her. See, no. You have no business going where you're not wanted. And Willow and Michael don't want you anywhere around them. Sunny has told her to stay away from them so many times. And she just can't help herself. So Carly's coming up and she can hear. She sees through the pane windows how Willow is yelling at her, because that's when she was talking about, you lied about that affair. There was no such thing happening. And so Carly comes to the door. Like, what is going on here? Carly's ready to, Carly's like, oh, look, I've been wanting to snatch your hair out because I really want to throw that soup on your head because you started the same rumor about me and Brick, right? So Carly comes in and Nina turns around like, what? Like you, yeah, now you, Carly? Oh my goodness. Carly can be a mama bear where her family is concerned. Because Carly should be like, let me tell you something, Nina. Now let's pick on somebody your own size. Because see, we the same size here. You up here yelling at Willow. Willow's what? Come up to maybe your chest. Oh, but you feel good talking down to Willow. Let's go, sister. And as Nina turns around, like trying to square up to Carly, and Carly's coming in, Nina did that. Willow hits the floor. And Carly's like, so she's rushing to her, and Nina's looking like, what? So of course Willow's gonna have to be probably rushed to GH. And now this is how some stuff's gonna come out. Nina, there is no way on this planet that Nina should have thought something that I decided to push on Sasha, push it on her, that my next stop is gonna go to Willow and tell her what she should do. On what planet would you even think that's where I should go? But that's what Nina does. So now Chase is still helping Sasha. Dante comes and he even says he'll help before he has to go to work. Okay, I'll help y'all. So Chase's phone chimes and he got the email. The board declined reinstating him. It's not going to get his badge back. Although, let's be real. What Chase did that would not get him off the force. In what life? Okay, come on now. But you know what? We're not going to talk about that anymore. So Dante's like, sorry, man. And he's like, the one thing he wanted back. Now that chance is gone. And my whole thing is, well, where are they going with Chase's life? What they gonna have Chase do now? Because he's not gonna go back to Brooklyn and now sing. No, I would never. Look, I'd start my own security firm before I go back and do anything for Brooklyn. You know, unbelievable. Well, you know what? Curtis used to be a cop, and then he was a PI. Chase could be a good PI. I think he'd be a very good PI. Maybe that's what he should do. But I was a little disappointed. I kind of thought they were gonna reinstate him. I really, really did. I was a little disappointed with that, everybody. I'm gonna tell you that. That kind of bummed me out. So now let's talk a little bit about Comment Corner, because we got quite a few comments, and I truly am gonna breeze through these comments today because it's 38 of them or 48 of them. 48. Whoa, Lord. Here we go. Lisa said, Brooklyn is full of crap. She wanted revenge over love. She lost Chase. She deserves to lose him. Yes, she did. Sasha needs a true friend like Chase. Yes, she does. Look, let's hold, hopefully. And then we're talking about, Holly and the whole nine. And Nina's art. It says Willow arguing with Nina is going to make her pass out. It sure did, didn't it? Sure made her pass out. How are they going to get Anna cleared and arrest Victor? I don't know. That's going to go on for a whole nother year. All depends on how much vacation time Anna, the actress, wanted off, right? And it says Laura wasn't in on it. Holly pulled the gun. She just made sure she held it so that it wouldn't go off. And Lisa says she would love seeing Diane and Robert. Now I'm going to skip down. Lisa, you gave other great comments. Everybody, listen, kind of read through the comments if you want. I'm going to try to hit some. Deborah said, Lucy is in the same room. He kept Holly in probably the same place. Hope Ethan finds her and gets her out, maybe with Valentina and Martin. But I did hear Victor say about Luke. He said he would kill him in a minute. No, he didn't say he would kill. He said he would kill Ethan like he killed Luke to Holly. So, yeah, he still alludes to the fact that he killed Luke. Hello there says, Willow screaming at Nina was the best part of the show. Finally, someone tells her to shut up. Unfortunately, she fell flat on the floor. I know. And then Hello there likes the idea of Jocelyn wanting to become a doctor because we need more doctors. We got Epiphany. I'm sure she's going to find out soon that she passed her MCATs and is going to start her residency. So we need more. She goes, maybe Carly will be a nurse. Carly ain't hardly going to be no nurse at all. She has leadership and management abilities. Yeah, Carly could be head of HR, but she's not going to be no nurse. And then she says, plus, what about Dex as well? Dex has medical training, yeah, but Dex likes to kill. Well, no, he don't like to kill folks. Dex hasn't really killed anybody. We'll see what they're going to do with Dex. I'm hearing rumors that Dex is going to be Sonny's son. Whoa. Isn't that interesting? I was going to say that makes him Michael's brother, but guess what? Not really. Not really. Because Michael is not Sonny's son. So, there we go, Michael. And then Nomadic Colors. Thank you so much for grammatically telling me how to pronounce your name. I think I was saying Nama or name. I don't know what I was calling your name, but Nomadic Colors says she thinks that I think you're wrong about Laura not being a part of the plan. I want to know why. There's a scene where Felicia looked at Laura and said, here we go. You know what? You were right. I remember that scene. That's when they found out that they were going to go to that cabin. And look, everybody was there because Felicia bought Thanksgiving dinner. And when Mac and Jordan and Robert left, Felicia did look at her and say, "Here we go." And I was wondering, what does she mean? Here we go. Well, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Next time they show Laura, I'm sure Laura may say if she was in on it or not when she talks to Robert. She'll say, "Hey, did Holly get away safely?" Something like that. Then we'll know. Nomadic Color says the ninth circle is a secret society. I think they might be bringing in some ninth circle, whatever that is, because they made sure it was like Holly said the ninth circle and Selena said the ninth circle. I mean, so something's going to be up with that, right? Let's see. Nomadic Colors also says, I give away with Holly. A giveaway with Holly and Robert was the silent post, the reveal that she shot Lucy. It says, and it's Robert Scorpio's after all. Bravo to General Hospital for staying true to Robert and Holly by surprising us with Felicia. They made use of history. Yeah, they did. Ron says, if you heat the diamond in the open air, it will begin to melt and burn at around 700 degrees Celsius. Selena slipped Victor payback Mickey. I knew Robert was up to something when he said he didn't need a vest or a gun, or the gun was empty. Yeah, okay. And then Ron also says, back again about when you heat a diamond. Cindy says Holly was going to leave with the necklace until Robert asked for it. She sure was. Holly ain't stupid. O'Dear said maybe she doesn't know where Lucy is. If Selena has any of that drug left over, she is going to be using it on someone else. Anna did set up Holly back in 85. Now that's a blast to the past, with some stolen jade Buddha. And she let Peter Slater call Holly to the nightclub on a roost and planted one of the stolen Buddhas on her. And I guess there was some big old Felicia got arrested and blah, blah, blah. So we've got a lot. Now, oh dear, you put a lot of initials in this. Where you said, I just want ES to come back when TR decides to live GH. Okay, look. If I barely know what SMH is, and I do know what that is, I sure don't know what those initials you put in that comment are. Come on now. Okay, now, this Chemo Beauty said this episode was full of surprises and I enjoyed it. I wanted Chase to break up with selfish Brooklyn, but not on Thanksgiving with family and friends around. Okay, Brooklyn deserves all of that, right? If Chase can't go back to the PCPD, then maybe he can go into the private eye business. I'm with you on that, this Chemo Beauty. Miss Wu is definitely a super bad boss lady. And I want to see what happens with Victor. And bravo, Liso, protect your daughter by giving Victor a slap down. Great review as always. And then Cindy says, at first I thought Robert and Holly concocted this together. Then I thought they didn't and was furious with Robert for still trying to protect her. Now it turns out it was their scheme after all, with Felicia involved. But if Mac ever finds out that Felicia kept a secret from him, it could cause issues in their marriage. No, it won't. Felicia's going to look at him and say, Mac, now, honey, I did not want you involved in that. So you can honestly tell Jordan you didn't know. And he would go, you're right, honey. You're right, Felicia. Okay, you're right. Cindy says, I'm glad Chase confronted Brooklyn and split up with her. But nothing about those two ever felt real to me either. They weren't a good couple at all, even their sex scene. The writers focused on the relationship from square one and made it look like a schoolyard romance at best. The split didn't look real either. Chase was angry, then wishy-washy, and then suddenly, oh, he was angry again and he left Brooklyn for good. Yeah, I know. Wow. And then Michael says, the Brit storyline is going to be a tearjerker. Oh my God, I don't want to think about that. I'm so glad we were wrong about Robert and Holly. Thanks for one last Holly impression. You're welcome. Brooklyn doesn't deserve Chase. Grace recap. And then Allie says the 9 circles. I know they're getting ready to bring that in. Sandy says it's good to see Miss Wu working against Victor. I agree with that. Holly had a good send-off. Chase is free at last. He should check out his old friend Sasha. She has been so sad. I really hate seeing Britt like this. Well, Sandy, Chase got to see Sasha, and I'm not happy about Britt either. I mean, not that I'm not happy. We all knew she had Hodgkin's disease for good gracious, how long, right? And then we have Anna Rihanna says, Britt's health is escalating really at a really fast speed. Very sad. Brooklyn, no ma'am, keep your tears. You are selfish and manipulative. Yes, Chase walked right over to Sasha. So this is Holly's exit. Nice one. I know they did. They kind of redeemed that. It's time for her to go. Let's see where the martini takes Victor. Great recap. And then Jane says Tracy is going to make an appearance. Oh, Tracy Quartermain. Okay, whenever that ice princess does, either Luke or Tracy would, right? I think Luke is going to make an appearance. We shall see. I mean, let's face it, they never found his body. But I don't think Anthony Geary's coming out of retirement. And Sheila says, just like I said, Robert did take precautions behind the scenes after all. You were right, Sheila, just like you said. And Holly, he and Holly formulated the plan to get her out of Victor's clutches so she could be free to rescue Ethan. They made a good team, Felicia too. I wouldn't be surprised if Mac knew too. He just offered to go with Robert to make sure everything looked legit. Yeah, we'll see. LaShanta says, I knew Robert was working a plan with Holly. He's too smart. What's Miss Wu's connection? I'm sad about BOQ and Chase. Well, I'm not. She did it, but if it's meant to be, yep, it is meant to be. Where Lucy and Anna at? What about Ethan? I wonder what was in that bottle? I know, I would like to know that. I feel bad for Britt. And then Tom says, watch Angels and Demons. Okay, so I'm taking it, you're talking about an episode on Station 19 named Angels and Demons. I will look for that. Tom, is that the episode that the actress that plays Britt is on? I'll look for that. And then Tom also says, that is Dante's Circle of Hell. What? What? And then Tom also says, no, diamonds cannot burn. And then Tom says, Robert is not a bumbling fool. And I hope Chase gets together with Blaze. And then Brooke deserves everything she gets or loses. And when is Miss Wu become the owner of the Savoy? I know, she acts like that is her club. From bouncer to, see that she is too. She'll tell you, welcome to the Savoy. Richard says, thanks to Curtis, she took over the Savoy. Tom says, the trap they set for Victor is great. The Circle of Hell. And Carrie Joe, yeah. Carrie Joe, I hear another spoiler that Britt might take her. Why don't you tell me that? No, they are not going to make Britt take her on. No, I don't even want to hear that. Because look, I would not even be able to do the recap that day. No, you got me messed up right now. Tom says, oh my God, she wants to be laid. Yeah, that's on her bucket list, right? And then let's see, Ruth, what are you talking about? You're upset about the disease that Britt has, I know, but guess what? We've known about this disease for quite some time, and it is progressing, Ruth. Get used to it. It is progressing. It is what it is. Well, thank you so much for your comments for today's daily recap of General Hospital. We will be back tomorrow. Let's see what's happening in Port Charles tomorrow.